Radio, darling.
Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Dad. You are getting intense, you lot. Oh, no. I think my suggestion to you is not to become quite so intense. Yes. I suppose the way I would say it, they're like big boys' matches, aren't they? You know how you say you shouldn't allow children to play with matches.
Yes, that's right.
These are the big boys' matches.
Freddie Gable wrote a song about that, didn't he?
You didn't know I could be that intense, either, did you? But in a simplistic way, I suppose that is what I mean. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. You know, you'll all come over here one way or the other, dears.
Yeah, that is a certainty, isn't it?
It is, my dear boy. Yes. Oh, all the way, dear. All the way. Yes, you'll be shipped over.
Not too soon, though, Hope.
You'll come when you're due.
Freddie, can I just thank you for the words you sent to me a couple of weeks ago, which were extremely helpful when I was feeling really quite ill.
Oh, I am such a clever boy.
You are. Yes, you are.
It was my pleasure, my dear. It is so much my pleasure.
Oh, and thank you for the healing. It's been well received. Thank you.
Well, you know, we are all above good friends, aren't we?
Hopefully so, yes.
We
Definitely
sit
so.
here and we have our conversation. I do hope that you enjoy the different conversations from the different people.
Very much.
It is very difficult, you know, because we do not want to be talking down to you. We just want to give you the benefit of what we have learned, really.
No, that's fine, boss. Most
You know,
certainly.
I suppose sometimes I seem quite the most unlikely person to sit here and try and speak with you. You know, the way you viewed me when I was on the earth and the way that I am now is not so different, but it is different, if you know what I mean. I suppose I've learned to get my priorities right. And I think that's what the old chap was trying to tell you to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. You know, it's easier said than done. We all realize that. I had a temper. Sometimes said and did things that I regretted. But you know, you don't know what you're inflicting on yourself when you're badly behaved. In a way that you know if you're not ill, but you can help your ideas and your notions. It does hurt people. And as time goes by, you know, you get a taste of that. Anyway, let's stop talking like this. I hope you are all bright and breezy as can be.
Can I ask you a question, Freddie,
Yes, of course.
about your side? Because I understand that you have an etheric body on your side
Yes.
of life. Does that contain all the same organs that the physical body contains?
No, because some we just do not need.
Right. So if you,
It's same but different.
So if you was to prick your finger, would it bleed?
No, dear, because you wouldn't prick your finger.
I mean, somebody else does the same.
No. You see, it's so, you know, how can I say to you, blue is pink? It's very, very difficult. But we're still very human, but we don't have the thick human form. It is finer. And the things that are not necessary to us, the things that we can't use here, then we just don't have them. You see, there can't be any bloodshed over here. You see, so you won't prick your finger. It is more in a mental way.
Do you eat, Freddie?
You can have food if you want to. It is quite difficult to begin with. But then you get used to it, you see. It's, you know, how you, when something new happens, say like, having a change of currency, you know, how you puzzle over it and count it up for the first few weeks. And then it becomes second nature to you. Well, the same applies here.
Can I ask you something, Freddie?
Yes, of course you can do.
Is everything on your side all in the mind? So that if you think you see somebody looking as you remember them, then they are like that?
Yes, yes. But you see, there it is all in the mind. And you know how minds can be quite tortured on earth. Then over here, the torture is taken away because you are learning and you're getting things in the correct order. So it can change your appearance. You have more of a glow and a satisfaction about you. But we can be really whatever we want to be. You see, it is important that you can recognize us.
Yes, exactly. Yes. But then if I saw
what
you...
we become is finer. And we do use the mind so much more because we have learned and realized how strong the mind can be. Mind over matter. Aren't I clever?
So when people say that they've been playing a game of cricket, I mean, when we at the seances, people say they've been to a dance, been to whatever, a show or something. Is that because they've just imagined that they've done that? It's in their...
No, they can do that if they want to do that.
So there is really a place with grass on the ground, is there?
Oh, of course we have grass.
It's so extraordinary to sort of contemplate it.
Oh dear, you know, just think of it as Earth, but more beautiful.
So it's like a different planet. I mean, it's just so difficult to get your head around it.
Yes, I know. You see, you're lucky that you can even begin to understand it. To even contemplate that there may be more. But if I can say to you, there are parklands, there are cities.
But no cars.
You can have a car if you want a car. It depends on the level that you are attaining. And then you begin to realize, why do I want a car?
Well, yes, I can quite agree with that.
it's difficult for us because we haven't got a point of reference to base our understanding on, or at least it's not too firm a base of understanding.
You know, it can be very similar to Earth here, but the more you use your mind for reasoning and understanding, then you are far more removed from the Earth.
Yeah, I can understand that actually.
Until, for instance, the motor car. You know, you grow a little bit and understand a little bit more, and you realise I don't need that. And then the higher your mind works and the higher it attains knowledge, then you can realise and begin to realise I don't need these things. But to begin with, majority of people do. And you know, it's comforting.
So have things changed a lot for you since you've gone over?
I have moved further along. I'm going at my own pace. I am enjoying the things that I enjoyed on the earth, like my music. But it is becoming slightly more refined understanding of it. It's wonderful here, dear. It's wonderful. But again, it's your frame of mind. It is all in mind.
Can I use an analogy here, Freddie? I'm not sure as you will understand this. I'm not sure whether I completely understand it myself. But these days, with computer games and that sort of thing, you can create a virtual environment, and you've got virtual characters playing it, as it were, on the computer screen, and they're going through actions, and you can view that and you can be aware of it. But the reality is that this is the actions of circuits within the computer, which is creating this environment, which is thinking about it, as it were. And you can go from one level, and then you can attain the next level in a sort of roundabout, not really very correct way, but a simplistic way. Is that the sort of thing that you are describing, if you can understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I hear exactly what you're saying. If I can reverse that from our world now, you have virtual reality.
Oh, right.
And we have passed the stage that you are at, and we have gone on to a higher plane. And it is a gradual process until we begin to settle here so very much and enjoy it and take the benefits that we can have here, that your world, your earth, becomes less and less to us, and it becomes remote in our, how can I say, in our thinking and in our way of working. It is something that we have experienced, and it is like when you are newly born here. It's still, it is still part of your life,
Does
but it becomes dimmer and not as important. I'm not saying that are concerned for people, and I love people's things, but you become engrossed in what you have now, and the earth is not as important to you. You have different ideas and different ways of thinking.
Do you feel as strongly about the people that you've left on the earth as we do about those who've gone over to your side?
Yes,
But you don't cry or anything like that?
well, you see, we begin to realize it's just a way of getting through it. And we have, we have the knowledge that we'll be meeting up with you again. We have that certainty. you see.
Yes, you have that certainty more than we do.
Yes, yes, you see, dear, so it makes it easier. But it isn't easy when we see people hurting.
No. That's actually very Carol asked a very similar question I was thinking about, and that was, does your progression on progress faster when effectively you've lost or had joined to you or with you the people and family that you would have directly known on this side? Does that sort of like speed up the process?
No, because as you well know, not everyone likes their family members, do they? You are with like-minded people. You go with people who are making you at ease, and you are happy to be in their company. Sometimes your family members, yes, they join you, but then you get out of the way of thinking in an earthly way. And but love abounds, you see, dear boy. It sounds such a silly thing to say.
You're not talking about family members, are you? You're talking about one universal family. That's actually what you're saying, isn't it? Yeah.
And and you mix with the people who are at the same stages of self. And say you have a relative who is over here, but they're not in exactly the same position as you. Doesn't mean you don't meet up or don't care about each other, but there are people around you and you share the same experiences and progress in that way. But you do have your family ties until such time that you become so evolved, I suppose, it doesn't matter anymore. You see, because we can go back to our computer game. You keep going to a higher level. And there's a different way of operating and thinking.
It's very interesting, Freddie.
Oh, think. Anyway, do you mind very much if I leave you now?
No, of course
Yeah,
not.
au revoir.
Oh, darling, you are chasing me. Well,
I really enjoyed talking to you.
I do hope, well, I do hope so. I do enjoy this time with you.
We certainly
You
will.
know, it's in my makeup, and I can't say my genes because they don't matter anymore. But I do love Earth, and it did excite me to think that I could come back and speak with people. And until we can give you as much as we are allowed to give you, let's be contented and happy with what we've got, shall we?
Yeah.
Good boy, darling.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
lovely.
really.
That's an element.